What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. This is a very exciting video today because today I'm finally revealing to you guys my finished Civic Type R race car. It's a full-on race build, guys. It's taken quite a lot of time and effort for me to get to this place. We're gonna go ahead and take a long look around it, what I've done to it, and I'd like to just reintroduce this car and my race career back to the YouTube community so you guys can start watching the videos again. I've been super busy, as you can see right there, in building my own workshop. I'm about to get a building installed there, so it's been quite a crazy time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and enjoy the comeback of our Civic Type R. I really hope you guys are as excited as I am to be back in my Civic Type R. This has been quite a journey, as you guys know, most of you guys that have been following along, following the channel. Since I bought this car in 2017, it's been about 3, almost 4 years since I bought this car. You guys know that I've done a lot to it. I've gone through a lot. I've got a brand new transmission from Honda, had a lot of transmission issues. I got a lot of modifications in here, and I unfortunately crashed right as I was about to start really racing this thing. I rebuilt it, got it back on the road, and then I built it again with scaffolding and all kinds of good stuff in order to make this a full-on race car. This will be the race car that takes me to any race I really want to go. I built it to those standards. I built the safety cage around that philosophy, and I built the power too. It's quite a beast. This thing is insane, the amount of speed and then get up and go it has. So as you know, with the rainy race car, it's difficult to get in and out. So let's go ahead and put on our seatbelt, get on the road.
1 hour later.
So this car was fast before. It's a monster now with all the different modifications that I put on it. This thing is a beast. I am loving it. Now it's a little bit cold today, so because of the coldness, the traction on this thing is not as good as it needs to be. I've got RE71R tires, which are summer tires, and so the traction's not great. It just adds to the fun, in my opinion. It's just that much more fun. Now, as you can also see, it's quite a bit difficult to get these straps on here, and that's kind of by design. It's also much louder in here than it used to be. There's absolutely no more sound deadening left in here. I hope you guys can hear me all right. But the excitement level in this car right now has gone from basically what it used to be, like an 8 normally, which is very exciting, to basically 11. This is the excitement level of this thing is like an 11 right now. It is ridiculous. Right, so in the coming videos, I have a lot jam-packed for you guys. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm going to go into detail with the power mod, the aero mods, the safety modifications, the structural modifications, everything that we did to this car to make it what it is today. I'm going to go in detail, but for today, I'm going to give you the gist of what we did. Right, so I did a whole bunch of power modifications. If you guys missed all the videos of me building the car, go back, watch those videos. I show you guys what I get, why I get them, what it does, for the most part, you can add power to this thing without that mesh modification. You can add power by just tuning it. The problem is keeping that power when the car is hot. If it's a really hot day, or if it's a really taxing racetrack, as I'm going to be visiting with this car a lot, the power level goes down significantly as the heat soak goes up. So a lot of the modifications that I did to this car are to mitigate for heating issues or overheating issues. The other modifications that I did, of course, are to slightly improve the handling. Now, the handling of this car already comes amazing from the factory, but I did have to add bigger wheels and tires. My Koenig Ampliforms, I think the best wheel for the Civic Type R, in my opinion, in bronze, of course. And then I added some brakes, some Hawk brake pads, amazing brake pads. I love the brake pads. You hear them squeaking every once in a while. That's kind of what they do. They squeak because race pads, that's what they do. So I added those things, and then of course some aero modifications. I got a splitter, and I have a nice wing in the back. Now, I wanted the splitter. Front-wheel drive cars need splitter, and since the splitter already puts me in the next class of racing anyway, I went ahead and added the wing, so there we are. So obviously the biggest change is to the interior of the car. I went ahead and took everything out of the interior. I took my car to JPC Fabrication up here in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Man, what an awesome shop. What an awesome bunch of guys. There's that squeak I was talking to you guys about from those awesome Hawk brake pads. It's a little pull. You really can't beat that. Cannot beat that excitement. Ah, so good. Anyway, so JPC Fabrication out in Stroudsburg, they did an amazing job of welding this cage. It was a requirement. If this car was ever going to come back in race form, I had to put a cage in here because of structural rigidity. It did its job the first time when I hit a wall. It wasn't going to do it a second time. No car is designed for 2 crashes like that. So I went ahead and added the protection, so if I ever do have a crash again, I'm protected. What that does, though, is allows me to hit any racetrack at any time that I feel like hitting. And that's amazing. The other thing it does is it adds a lot of structural rigidity to the car and to the suspension. Now, as I've said, the suspension on this car is really good. I do have Fortune Auto coilovers 510s sitting in a box in my garage currently because I just didn't have the time to get the suspension in. In the next couple of videos, we're going to see how this car does at the racetrack. I take this car to NCM Motorsports Park. We're going to see how it does. We're going to see the craziness of this car and me rediscovering it back on the track after about 1.5 years of it being offline. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I am in love with this car again. I think this is one of the best cars for the money. I'm so glad that because of the crash, I am now committed, fully committed to making this car a full-on race car and go racing as much as possible in the next coming years, really. My grand plans, and I don't know if I'll ever get to this, but I would love to one day take this car up to Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak hill climb would be my ultimate test and ultimate challenge. I don't know if I'll ever get there, guys. I will be able to get there with your support. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys are excited about this car, about the future of this car, about seeing this car at the track, about me learning and relearning how to drive in all the tracks all around America. Let me know if you guys are excited for that. And if you want to support me, if you want to see me at Pikes Peak one day with this car, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button. Really appreciate all you guys. I'm loving this Acuity Shifter here. Awesome shifter. I have it nice and exposed. It's an awesome shifter. Alright guys, but stay tuned for those next videos. I'll see you next time. Peace.